Hi, I'm Danielle.
I'm Caitlin.
And we are Our Time of the Month.
And we're doing a 2020 roundup
Yes.
of all of our favorite things.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the best year, but we still managed to find some things that helped improve the overall year.
Yes, and I will say I think we're doing it a little bit different this year. Instead of just like individual products, it's more grouping of things, like things that contributed to our success through pandemic.
Yes, exactly.
I will start because I have a hair product, and as you may have noticed, I obviously partook in it. Partook. So one of the things that I used I took advantage of during quarantine was dyeing my hair any color I had ever really wanted to. Well, that's not 100% true.
Any color you could get your little paws on.
Yes. Any color that was on sale. I actually did my hair yesterday using a new hair product, which was the Sephora Hair Semi-Permanent Hair Color. They did come out with this during quarantine.
Oh, really?
Like, they are definitely taking advantage
what
of
does
all
the bottle look like?
The dumb ditties that are dyeing their hair like me.
I mean, this is vibrant.
Yes. So I would say I used about a third of the bottle to do my whole head, because I mixed it with a shitload of conditioner. I probably used like a cup and a half of conditioner, and it still gave me this much color payoff.
Wow.
It also comes in teal and purple, and I would experiment with both. I fully intend to. It's only $12.
Get out. It's called Psychic Pink.
I know. So loving this one. I will report back on how it ends up actually wearing and washing out. It says that it should last 7 to 10 washes, and that's like 2 months in my life.
It is.
So we'll see. I'll report back. The other ones, the one that I ended up using most of the time was the Lime Crime Unicorn Hair. I bought it I had it in, I think, actually 4 different shades. I like them. I think they're a little bit expensive because one jar of this is I think I was buying them on sale like $16, $18. And when I had longer hair, I had to use 2 of these, like a full 2 jars, which just is too expensive, and then it also didn't last very long. But I think it's a great temporary option for people that want to experiment with color but don't want to have it for a long time. And then the last one, which is one of the original products that I started using when I started dyeing my hair pink, was the Kristen S Rose Gold Temporary Tint. Only comes in this one shade, which is the downside. Application is kind of a hot mess because you're supposed to do it in shower with wet hair, but color is good, payoff is good. It's at your local Target, which makes it easy to find.
Yeah.
I would still recommend it. And again, it is temporary.
Right. Lovely. So I discovered the Moroccan Oil Dry Shampoo in 2020, and it has been my favorite. If you've been watching our channel for a while, you know that I love the Chlorane. That's my other favorite high-end dry shampoo, and I think it does a great job. But something about the Moroccan oil, it just blew my mind because it smells amazing. If you've ever smelled Moroccan oil products, they have a very signature scent. I have 2 shades. I have the light tones that has a little bit of a purple tint. So when I was blonde, I would find that I liked this a lot. It was supposed to kind of counteract some of the brassiness you might have. And then since I've been going back to my natural color, I got the dark tones, which sprays out a little bit of a more light brown color. So I spray it all throughout my hair. It's not one of the dry shampoos that makes your hair feel dirtier or more tacky. It almost like, it makes my roots feel actually clean and light. Like they feel fluffy and they feel light and they don't feel heavy or weighed down, which is what you don't want your roots to be heavy and weighed down because it just doesn't look good. It doesn't feel good. But yeah, I really loved it. It was my go-to dry shampoo this year, and I have no complaints, no regrets. We'll continue to repurchase.
So one of the things that I got back into this year was facial oils. Prima actually sent this to us, so this was a sponsored product, gifted, and it's the Prima Night Magic 300 milligrams hemp CBD intensive facial oil for hydration and radiance. I have just been loving it. It has prickly pear and moringa in it. It says to do 4 or 5 drops. I usually do 2 or 3.
I do 2 or 3.
I don't think I need 4 or 5.
Because I put moisturizer under it, so I'm already hydrated.
And it's like thick, but it goes a long way, so I don't think you need a ton. Like, I've been using this for, 6 months? But I've only used a quarter of the bottle.
Yeah.
I don't use it every night, but I've been really loving it. And then really the one that I love is the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate. This, for me, was such a game changer when it came to oil. It just doesn't feel like an oil.
No.
This feels like an oil. This, if you closed your eyes, you'd be like, I'm rubbing olive oil on my face.
Yes.
This one has this magical consistency.
It's almost like a dry oil
Yes.
in a way. I like it too. I have stopped using it, but maybe I'll start again.
Yeah.
I know.
It's so thin.
It's very thin. I just didn't think you would like it because of the lavender.
Yeah, I mean the scent
love
the scent is not my favorite, but I feel like it's one of those things that I just don't even care about anymore because it's not like
lovely.
my face smells like lavender for the rest of the night. I also layer it on things, but I just feel like it makes my face feel so good and so moisturized, but it doesn't have that heaviness to it that maybe like the Prima or an argan oil would.
Yeah, it's very thin.
Yeah, so I bought a little actual sample set from Sephora to test it out, and I will 100% be purchasing it.
So Caitlin and I posted an epic Sephora haul. That was in October, and ever since we posted that video, these are the only 2 under eye concealers and eyeshadows I've been reaching for. Hand to God.
Oh, HTJ?
HTJ. So we have the RMS Beauty Uncover Up Concealer. I cannot stop talking about this or wearing it when I do wear makeup. It's very emollient and hydrating. I would not spot conceal with this. I'm still using my Pat McGrath for that. Underneath the eyes for more mature skins or aging skins, I really think that this is just going to be the one I'm reaching for every single time. I cannot put anything matte under there.
That is, oh my god, we're aging skin.
Yeah, we are. We have crepiness and fine lines.
So crepey. I just feel like
It's such a thin...
2020 has just creped up my under eyes.
But it's easy to do because that is so thin and delicate under there. And when I put this on, I'm like, I feel like I look like 3 years younger. Because it's not accentuating those fine lines and wrinkles and dryness. I'm still setting it a little bit, but I'm not baking. I feel like I can't do that anymore because again, it accentuates all that stuff I don't want you to know. But I can't stop raving about it. It's lovely. It doesn't break me out. It doesn't clog my pores or cause milia or anything like that. And it just feels like another hydration step, and I really love that. So I will keep purchasing that. And then the other thing that I got during the sale that I had really been coveting was the Natasha Denona Glam Palette. Again, it's the only eyeshadow that I've been wearing since October, and I can't find a bad thing to say about it. It's just so lovely. I'm wearing it today. I'm wearing it every day. I'm wearing eyeshadow. The colors are both very pigmented, but very easy to work with. If you're a beginner, I think this would be an excellent palette. They're very wearable shades. You've got plenty of mattes, plenty of glitters, or shimmers rather. I don't find that there's really many that have like chunky glitter. I will say, like this inner corner shade is the only one that I ever really notice like a glitter fallout, but I just whisk it away really lightly with a clean powder brush and it doesn't cling to my skin. It has a really great full-size mirror. I think if you're traveling, this is excellent and just like really well done. I know her palettes can be upwards of $100. This one was $60 or $65 and I felt like for all those shades, very much worth it. Very happy.
Prior to 2020, don't think I had ever tried a milk makeup product. Since the beginning of the year, I have...
Do you want me to help you?
Sure. Just start whipping them out. I have managed to collect a significant amount of milk makeup. And when I say collect, I don't mean buy and then have it languishing in my desk drawer. I am using all of it actively almost every day. I have been, yes. So the first thing that I got, I think, was the Hydro Grip Primer. And then I managed to hit the mother load at a TJ Maxx once. And I used their, I found their Blur Liquid, it's their foundation. And then concealer, use this all the damn time. I love it. Like, no complaint.
This is just a bomb.
Yeah, that's just a bomb. I bought this sunshine oil on kind of a whim. I love to put this on under my makeup.
Caitlin's over here buying sunshine oil. Oh, hey.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, it smells like sunshine.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it smells like oranges. It's just a very thin oil. So again, with the oil theme.
Yeah.
And then lip products. I have loved every single one that I've purchased. I love their packaging.
Yeah, it's very sleek.
Very sleek with the little magnetic lid. I bought a set of 3 chapsticks the other day. Well, the tinted balms. One is green. It goes on clear. The other 2 are colors and they're stunning. And then I even found a couple of their lipsticks and the formula is great. No complaints.
I love it. I love milk makeup stuff.
Oh, this blush?
Yeah.
I'm wearing this today. I find myself reaching for it all the time.
That's the perfect shade, too.
It's the perfect shade, and I just feel like I am trying to move a little bit away from looking like I'm wearing a lot of makeup, even though it's beautiful, and I like appreciate other women having really beautiful makeup.
My top lip of the year were the Buxom Full Force Plumping lipsticks. They say plumping, I say no. They are just the most perfect cream lipstick formula that I've ever used, and their shades are just so wonderful and flattering. I have 4 here. The one that you've heard me talk about probably the most is Goddess. This is my second tube of it. It's an ideal nude. It looks amazing on, I think, every skin tone. I have the shade White Russian. White Russian in their cream lip formula is their #1 seller, and they just came out with it in this solid lipstick, so I've been liking that. I have a bold, like, fire red. It's called Powerhouse. Lovely. It's very similar to what I'm wearing on my mouth today. And then I have the shade Influencer.
Stop!
No! I know, we've talked about it. It's not a good name, but it's a great shade. It's a little bit more of a deeper mauve-y, not nude, but it's not like a berry. It's almost like a light berry tone. These just have been such standout products for me, and I feel like I don't ever see people talk about them, and they're $20. And I think for a high-end lipstick, like I'm wearing Charlotte Tilbury today, this is $36, this is $20, and they're at Ulta. If you are looking for just a really beautiful cream lipstick, it's not matte, it's not shiny, it's just very comfortable to wear. They wear away really nicely. I highly recommend these. Wait, I have another one that's not even here.
I was like, I think you have 5.
I do. I have another nude that I've been wearing consistently. It's called Heartthrob, and it was from their 90s collection, so I have 5 of them. I have $100 worth of fucking Buxom lipsticks.
I also wanted to talk about lip products, but not a specific brand, but just a general variety. Lip glosses.
Yes.
I have fought the gloss.
I don't know why.
For years. I didn't find these until the end of the year, but I just trust and believe I will be using these for years to come. They are the Tower 28 glosses. I have them in the shade Almond and Cashew, and they're called, Shine On Lip Jellies. They're so comfortable. They're beautiful. They smell nice.
I love the packaging.
I love the packaging. I love that when I'm like rooting around in my bag, they're clear so I can see if I have this one or this one, even though the shades are borderline identical. I can wear it on my own. I can wear it on top of stuff. I could wear it with just a little bit of lip liner. And also if I'm in a pinch and don't have chapstick, I would put this on and feel like it is providing me a little bit of moisture, not a ton. But yeah, really, really just so happy with these.
I'm so happy.
The other one I got was this Marc Jacobs. It's in the shade, I think it's Enamored, the Enamored Lip Shine in the shade Love Drunk. I love this packaging. It's so sleek, so smooth, and I just love the this formula. I find that it's pigmented enough that you get a little bit of color payoff, but not so pigmented that somebody would look at you and be like, oh, you got a lot of lip color on. It's just a nice little wash of color. I bought this one, and then I immediately went out and bought a second one. I should have brought that one. That's how much I liked it. And that's how much I like these. Bought one, and then I was like, shit, I'm gonna need another one of these.
Yeah.
Bought a second one within a week.
Wow.
And then finally the last one, which barely qualifies as a gloss, but it is glossy. And that's the Lanolips Tinted Lip Balm. So this is in the shade Perfect Nude.
You were wearing this like every single day for a while.
Every single day for weeks, and the only reason I stopped was because I got the Tower 28 glosses. That's the only reason I stopped. Super happy with lip glosses. Highly encourage you to give it a try.
Okay, my next favorite is a mental health favorite. I have been going to therapy consistently for about 2 years now and had been considering going back on an antidepressant medication. I used to be on them when I was much younger. I was in my like late teens, early 20s. I was on one that I really liked and then a bunch that I hated, and I think that those that I hated tainted my my opinion of allowing myself to try one again. And finally, I just was struggling really bad this summer, and my doctor, my therapist, had convinced me, like, I've been trying to get you to see this psychiatrist. I think like just a small dose medication could really just help you. And I stopped fighting it because I just felt like absolute garbage. And so I made an appointment with a psychiatrist, and we went back to the med that I remembered liking when I was like in my early 20s, and it's Prozac. And so I am on Prozac again, and I have been for about 3.5 months now, and I can tell such a difference. I can tell such a difference, and it makes me feel so happy and relieved, but also like a little bit disappointed in myself that
you couldn't do it on your own.
No, not that at all.
I was like,
nope. That I waited so long and I fought against it for so long.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't like it, I could just stop taking it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I will say, getting on a new medication like this, you feel worse before you feel better kind of thing. And I knew that going into it. And I think having the support system and the mental capacity to understand that like I'm not going to feel better instantly was something that I needed to arrive at that conclusion by myself. And finally, I was just so tired of feeling like shit. And I needed to try something other than talk therapy. And I'm so happy. I have no complaints. In the beginning, I couldn't eat anything for like a month. I felt like I was starving myself because I couldn't stomach the thought of food. And now I feel like my appetite is mostly back to normal, and I just feel like this lightness and airiness, and I feel like I can handle the hard stuff much more easily than I was before, because before I was just like laying down and sulking and crying, and I'm still crying, but I feel like I can function. Don't allow anyone to shame you for reaching out for additional help. It's so much more common than you think and that you realize. I know so many people on a medication you would never guess, because people just don't really talk about it, and like, wow, what a difference it can make. And I will say, if you're taking something and you feel like it's really not working after a couple of months, try something else. They're not all the same. I can't do benzos. I can only do like SSRIs. So I knew that. You have to figure out what works for you.
We were really lucky this year to get to work with a fragrance company and try a ton of different fragrances. And I love them and I use them all the time. But the ones that I find myself reaching for every single day, or mixing them with other scents, or using as like my base scent, my signature scent, the one that I always have on, for a long time, it has been Glossier You. And it will, I think it will continue for a long time. This will be forever. Like, this is what I want my BO to smell like. It just makes me happy every single time I spray it. I catch a whiff of it on you or on someone else, and I think, oh my gosh, that's so good. What is that? And it's because it smells slightly different on everyone.
And it's a great mixer.
It's a great mixer because it really is like a single note. And similar to the other one is Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume. And I think that they actually smell very similar.
Yeah.
And it's because both of them are a one note fragrance. But anyway, they're great. I love them so much. And so this is when I will like throw in our dossier fragrances. I'll throw in a little bit of like a YSL. I really like getting the tiny perfume samplers from Sephora when you get to pick your 2 samples. And I throw them in like my car console. I throw them in my desk at work.
Something that I bought around the beginning of quarantine was a Tangle teaser. Not just any old Tangle teaser, because the ones before used to only look like this. They had no handle. You would have to palm it and then rake it through your hair. And I just knew that wasn't going to work for me. I'd been using a wet brush for a long time, but I found that the little balls on the end of the brush bristles would like break off, or the rubber backing would sometimes come loose because it was glued together as like 2 pieces. And then I saw actually on Amazon this handled Tangle teaser that doesn't have any of the balls on the bristles, and it doesn't have that rubber backing. It's one solid piece, and the bristles are various sizes, so you've got longer ones and shorter ones, and it's very densely packed. And I gotta say, it's the best brush I've ever used. I use it wet, I use it dry. Even when I'm brushing through my wet hair and it sounds like I could be ripping everything out, I'm not. It like sounds very violent and aggressive, but it feels really tender on my head.
Violent and aggressive.
Like this was something that improved something that I was already using. Like I'm brushing my hair, but this improved my hair brushing.
I wish I could brush my hair right now.
Drastically. I know. And because like they're very bendy, as you can see, but because there's so many of them, it feels like a tingly scalp massage at times if you use it the right way. Like Mike likes it, I like it. I've even used it on Barkley because I'm like, I could just clean this so easily. You could use it in the shower, you can use it anywhere, and it's just really, really wonderful. Very easy to clean, feels very comfortable in your hand, and like people buy those fucking Mason Pearson brushes. I don't know why. Someone explained to me how it can truly be worth, how a brush could be worth over $100.
No.
I need someone to tell me.
No.
Because when I think of things I want to splurge on, a hairbrush is certainly not at the top of my list, or even on my list at all. Not even at the bottom.
Agreed. No, I agree. Something I've noticed and been appreciative for during quarantine is that it has eliminated most of my like laundry sorting. I haven't been really enjoying clothing as much as I normally would. I haven't been buying clothing. It's a variety of things, but one thing that I did buy, and it was actually at the beginning of the year, I got so lucky because they still sell this blazer now. I would look for it on sale because I'm sure there's a post-Christmas sale.
Oh, for sure.
But it is this like heavy knit camel colored blazer.
Like a sweater blazer.
Like a sweater. It is a sweater blazer. It's just...
But it has good structure.
Lovely. Yes, it is structured, like it has a really good shape. The only thing I wish is I wish I had bought one size down.
Okay.
I think I was sort of in between sizes at the time, so I went with the size that I would normally buy, but I think probably one size smaller would have been a more flattering fit.
Is it sized like 02468 like
No,
blazers, or
no,
small,
it's like
medium,
small,
large?
medium, large.
Okay. Effortless but elegant.
Exactly. I feel like, because I typically pair it with just a black t-shirt and necklaces.
But you could wear that with jeans, you could wear that with leggings.
I have worn it in almost every way except over a dress. I haven't done that yet, but I think I could.
Yeah.
But like, I just feel like I can wear it I've worn it to work. I've worn it casually, and I never feel like I'm under or overdressed either way.
Yeah.
I just feel like a hot ass bitch when I'm wearing it.
Right, I agree. There's something about being comfortable but still very put together that can really up your confidence level.
Yes.
So this year I bit the bullet and I finally got to try an oil-based lubricant. And I have to tell you, I don't think I'll ever go back.
Wow!
I still like my Sustain. I used it the other day, and then the day after I used this, and I was like, this is leaps and bounds better. It stays wetter for longer. Let me tell you what it is. Oh, I'm getting really excited. It's the Foria.
I need to get married so I can fuck without a condom.
I agree.
Ugh.
It's honestly the only reason you should get married. Foria Awaken. This is a CBD infused lubricant. It comes in a spray bottle. It looks very tiny. It is very tiny, but you really don't need much at all. So it does not have THC in it. You can apply it either to your hands or directly to the source. Like I said, it's oil-based, so if you are using condoms, this will break down the efficacy of a condom, so you can't use it. You probably can't use it with most toys as well, so make sure you're checking what your toys are made of and what they suggest you use. But I will say, like, this is the best lubricant I've ever used. It's called Awaken, and I feel like the ingredients in here somehow...
Perk up your pussy?
It's like, time to play! Like, it's, I don't know, like how your taste buds are awakened. It's like awakening the nerve endings there.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. Let's get ready to rumble.
I need to try.
And it doesn't dry out. It doesn't dry out.
Well, because it's an oil.
It does have a scent. I like it. Yeah, it's like kind of like medicinal, cinnamony. I know that doesn't sound good. Here.
Oh my god.
It smells like a Christmas beverage.
It smells like an Andes mint.
Yeah, kind of, but it has things in here like ginger and cinnamon and peppermint oils.
It's definitely
It's not painful or burny. I just want to let you know, like, it has that scent. It's not overpowering. It's not like the first thing I'm thinking of when we spray it on.
Oh my god, fucking like.
But it does have those things in it, and I think that's what stimulates the blood.
Yes.
And that's what's like, okay, I can feel throbbing. But
But
not in a bad way. I feel like I'm not really doing this any
no, I believe you.
I'm not selling it, but I promise it's so good.
But no,
But I will say, like, after sex, you smell really good.
I believe it. I'd prefer that over.
And I feel like I'm doing something good for my labia because I'm moisturizing with all these oils.
I mean, it's better than petroleum.
And my partner loves it. So I feel like that's another thing. Like sometimes we'll just put it like right on me, or sometimes I'll just spray it right on his penis. It sounds so weird.
Does he feel anything different?
Yeah, he says that he can feel like not a tingling sensation, but like
a little something something.
A Lavalier Awake enthusiastic. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay.
I mean, every time we use it, I'm like, wow, this is so good.
I need to try it.
You could probably use it with a toy. If you use like your glass dildo or something.
Yeah, because I have glass. Completely unrelated to Danielle's last one. I have a mug. Haven't I already talked about this?
Yes, you have.
I have already talked about this, I think, in our last favorites, and I have only owned it since November, but I love it so much.
Practically making out with it.
I do make out with it like multiple times a day.
Right.
It is the Porter ceramic tumbler. I fell in love with it instantly. I had been seeing it online for a while and like liked how it looked, but didn't give it a second thought. And then I actually saw it in person and I thought, oh, I've been really wanting that and it's really cute. I'll get it. But I just really didn't realize how much I would genuinely love it. I feel like just the design is so thoughtful. I love how it feels in my hand. The silicone sleeve makes it really great to hold. And then I think the other part that I really like is normally if it's a travel mug, you take off the lid and then you usually have the threading for a screw-in top. And this one doesn't, so it's actually really comfortable just to drink out of as a cup, which I like because two downsides to this mug. One, if you put like 200-degree water in here, it is hot.
Yeah.
Like you do not want to carry that with your bare hand. I will say that. That I don't like. While the plus side is that it's more comfortable to drink out of, the lid does just sit in there. So if you like knock it over and there's a bunch of stuff in there, I'm pretty sure the lid's going to pop off.
Okay.
I think. I've never done it, but I think it would. And then the other thing is that I bought this light color, which I think is called Slate maybe. And I am fearful that my lipstick will actually stain the plastic lid. So I find myself drinking out of it as a cup more often when I'm wearing a colored lipstick, especially if it's like a darker color, because it will not stain the ceramic, but the plastic. So I will say, I think I am gonna get a second one, and I think I'm gonna get the black one.
Okay.
And there are downsides, and I still don't care.
Yeah, and it's very aesthetically pleasing. It's very clean.
Yes, I just love it. It fits in my cup holder no problem, which sometimes travel mugs don't. It's never like dripped on me, which I was kind of surprised by. I thought it would. Just like everything.
I love it.
Everything.
Every time she comes over, she's got it with her.
One other downside, because of the weight, you have a harder time gauging how much liquid is in there.
Yeah, so you think it's full, but it's empty.
Yeah, like you think you have more coffee in there, and then you get there and you're like, oh.
Something I did a lot more of in 2020 was allow myself to take really luxurious baths. And I'm a Dr. Teal's girl at heart. I love all of their bath accoutrements. I like their salts. I like their like bubble bath editions. But this year was like, my therapist was like, I'm challenging you to up the self-care. And I was like, dare me. Watch me.
I was about to say, I was like, has she met another person? We are like self-care queens, so the fact that she wanted you to up it is hilarious.
Yes, because normally I would have been like, oh, this stuff is so luxurious, I'm gonna really ration it. No, I'm like, fucking use it all. So I have been taking a lot of baths.
Danielle makes a bath the way that men in college make jungle juice in a storage container.
Yes.
Just dumping.
Just
dump.
But
dump,
it's a science. It's a recipe. It's a cocktail. I really do view it that way.
Frozen fruit, Sprite, juice, Everclear, all in the bathtub.
Right. Okay, so I have 3 of my favorite luxury bath products. So like I said, I like Dr. Teal's, but I did discover some luxury bath products this year.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh. Let me just tell you about it.
Ugh.
So this was not a 2020 discovery, but I did buy it twice in 2020. That's how much I love it.
Let me just go ahead and order these things while you talk about them.
It's the Mio Liquid Yoga Bath Soak. This is a calming bath elixir, and it's great for sore muscles, for relaxation, tension taming, all of that stuff. So you very scientifically pour a couple of glugs into your bathtub.
pardon me.
This isn't going to create bubbles or anything like that, but it does just soothe your aching muscles. So I usually take an evaluation of what am I looking for? Am I sore? Am I achy? Do I just need to relax? Do I want to go to sleep? Any of those things, and then I pick my products accordingly. Then for sleeping, I really like the Deep Sleep Bath Soak by This Works. This is a soothing lavender and vetiver salt to help you get a good night's sleep. And these salts are very chunky and thick, unlike most Epsom salts that I use. Very pungent in smell, but you only need a spoonful, so it lasts a really long time. And I truly, what?
It just it smells like a guy that I went to college with called Hippie Pete. Because it's like patchouli, there's like patchouli in it.
It's the vetiver.
Yeah.
For sure. I absolutely love this scent so much. I will continue to repurchase this. This was probably like the most fun thing that I discovered this year, and this was actually gifted. But you need such a small amount of it. It's so effective. It is so effective. I wouldn't use this during the middle of the day because I would want to take a nap afterwards. And then a more recent one that I got a few months ago is the Ren Clean Skincare Atlantic Kelp and Microalgae Anti-Fatigue Bath Oil. You might know that I really love this Atlantic Kelp Anti-Fatigue line. I have the lotion, I have the body wash, and now I have the bath oil. And so this is great for hydration because you just add a little bit into your bath, and not only does it smell good, but it also helps moisturize your skin while you're soaking, because you know, an Epsom salt bath can be drying, and it's a more subtle smell that I don't really feel like competes with everything. Like, I like a specific smell.
Yes.
I like a medicinal herbal spa.
This smells like Espa.
Yes. I want it to feel like I have just left the spa.
Yes.
The Four Seasons. I want to do like an entire dedicated bath video.
Yeah, I think you should.
I gotta collect all my stuff.
I gotta find some things.
Yes.
I have to find some favorites. So in the beginning of quarantine, I was dating someone and spending all my time with them. So I almost didn't even realize there was a quarantine. Like, I just was distracted and like not... It didn't kick in until after we stopped seeing each other, and then all of a sudden I thought, oh my god, what am I gonna do with all of my fucking time?
Yes.
Absolute panic. And during that time, a lot of people had been posting on YouTube and like different stuff about a game called Animal Crossing, and they had been for a while. And for some reason, I just got it in my head that I needed to play Animal Crossing, that I would love it, and it would bring me a lot of joy and relaxation.
Were you right?
Yes. It is the Nintendo Switch Lite. So this is the one that's it's like a Game Boy in that you play games on it. The original Switch, you can actually make it like a PlayStation and like play things on your TV and play multiple players. This you can't. It's just like a Game Boy. Yeah, so I bought it in gray. I bought Animal Crossing, and then first of all, games are expensive. I feel very bad for parents that their kids like beg for this because it's dumb. This was $200. The games are $60 a piece.
That's insane.
So I bought the thing and then a game. And then I will say Nintendo ran a sale and I was able to pick up 2 other games from my childhood, Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon.
Are they great?
They're great. And
I want to play Crash Bandicoot.
Spyro is exactly the same. There were times where I was actually remembering like the secrets because the games are the same, and I remembered playing it when I was like 8 years old.
I want a video game really bad.
So I will say there was like a lot of fun nostalgia when I got those later games. Okay, so I played it obsessively for like 6 weeks. And then I stopped playing it completely and never looked back and read a lot.
But you were sitting on your patio every day playing
Animal
Crossing.
Playing Animal Crossing.
Watering your flowers.
Yes,
and all that
fishing.
Fishing, right. Getting sharks for her museum.
Sharks, so excited about the sharks. Actually, I don't fish anymore, and I think it's because sharks are out of season, and so it's not fun.
She only wants to catch the sharks.
I only want to catch sharks with my little thing.
Fuck the fish.
But, so recently, I have lost my love of reading, and so I went back to the game, and I have been playing it again, and I enjoy it still. Good. So I will say, like, if you're in the house bored, like, this is a good option. I did feel really guilty about not playing it for a while, but I also told myself, like, that's what you needed. That's what you needed to, like, get through that time, because that was really hard for me because I was, like, really experiencing the isolation of quarantine for the first time.
And it's so portable. It's not like a game console that you have to like plug into your television and all that stuff. Like, you just take it everywhere.
I have taken it everywhere. Yeah, I really like it, and it is very portable.
So last year, I think in our year-end favorites, I put in a pair of Fortress of Inca shoes. And they were the Carmen, and it's an Oxford tie-up flat. In fact, I loved them so much and I loved the quality of the shoe that I was like, I need to have more Fortress of Inca shoes. So this year I went for some mules, and this is the Michelle mule. I think that this is possibly the most perfect mule I've ever seen. I love the shape, I love the feel. I think the heel height is perfect. It's very solid. These are handmade shoes. They're ethically sourced materials, fair wages for their workers, and like the business itself is a smaller business, but I just feel like they put so much thought into their practices and also into their footwear. Very comfortable. They're made in Peru. I got the shade navy. I also bought a gray pair, but I've been finding myself reaching for navy. I didn't have a single pair of blue shoes. Who does?
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm surprised that you went for blue as your first pair. I would have thought you would have gone for like a neutral.
I want to get a brown or a black, but I was like, I'm going to challenge myself, and I've been wearing these every time I leave the house because I'm like, oh, I can't wear that top because I really want to wear these shoes.
Oh, I love that.
And that's how you know they're good. They're so comfortable. They they're beautiful. They're like a craftsman quality shoe. They are an investment. They'll do sometimes discounts, or you can sign up and get like 10% off your first order. Their customer service is phenomenal. When I was going through the struggle of figuring out what size I needed the first time around, because their size, like a Birkenstock, like a 38, 39, 40, I'm a 39 in a Birkenstock, but I was ordering 39s in this shoe and it was way too big. And so they were like, we'll totally help you get it sorted. We'll send you shipping labels to send it back for free. Don't worry about it. Why don't you just keep the other pair and compare them? We'll send you the 38 and the 39. And so I just felt like that level of customer service, this level of craftsmanship, the fact that stuff is like ethically sourced and their wages are very fair, I just felt like I feel very comfortable giving them my money and supporting a smaller business. They're based in Austin, Texas. They do have one store and it is in Austin. And I've just bought all of mine online and I love them dearly. And I will continue to repurchase. Like I'm pretty much done buying shoes that aren't very well crafted because I have a lot of knee pain, and I feel like if I buy a shoe that is very thoughtfully made, it's gonna last for years and years and years, and I will be comfortable in them, and I won't have to buy a new pair every like 6 months or a year because I've worn through them. So they do sample sales sometimes.
Last thing, I'm gonna be really practical here. We're gonna talk masks.
Yeah.
In general, if you see me wearing a mask, I am wearing one of these. So these are actually from 2 different sets from Old Navy. When it became very apparent that mask wearing was going to be a thing, I realized that I was gonna need more. And I went to Old Navy online and I bought 2 packs of, I think it was 5 or 6 masks a piece, and they were under $15. I think they were like $14.99 maybe. And I have just really, really liked these.
Yeah.
I have found, first of all,
me one.
Yeah, just owning that many has been really helpful because I can always keep a stash in my car. I can rotate the ones that are dirty and clean. And then I just never have to worry about like, oh, I don't have a mask, or because that's what I did was I bought 2 nice masks and then promptly lost one. So I do like these because they are pleated in the front with 3 pleats. So they do expand up. And they actually, I mean, it covers my entire face, really.
I mean, they come up to my eyeballs.
Yeah, so like all the way down to here, and they come all the way up to mine. And I think that actually this has been one of the best things because they come up so high. I actually pinch them on my nose with my glasses so that I don't get foggy glasses.
Yeah.
And I will say, because they are large, they do sort of like balloon over your mouth, which is nice because when I am wearing lipstick, they don't like smear everything. They give me a little bit more room to breathe. I will say, because on the flip side, if I am like going for a walk or if I were to exercise, there's too much fabric because you like they'll like suck into your mouth.
The air is pushing it out.
Yeah, like you'll end up. Danielle also has a mask that we both own and love.
Yeah, I think this is my favorite one because I do have what I would consider a small face and small ears. It's very easy for one of those masks to just hang, and I feel like that's probably not very safe. So we went to Beckett Hitch in November and I found this beautiful, like very Christmassy themed sort of plaid mask, and I love it because of a variety of reasons. It does have the 3 pleating here. It does kind of bow out around your mouth so your lips aren't rubbing against it when you're talking. The ear loops are adjustable so they can get bigger or smaller depending on like how big or small your ears are, how wide your face is. And then I love that it has a metal band right here that's very comfortable that you can pinch on your nose. And these were made in Korea. So the reasoning that the shop owner went with these was because she was like, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel here. Like, people in Korea have been wearing masks for years and years and years. They know what they're doing. And I will say this is probably the best one I own. And it's also just so cute. I like how it's very customizable.
That's it.
That was a lot.
That was a lot, but we got a, you know.
We got a lot of opinions. So thank you so much for sticking through this year with us.
And congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
You made it.
The beginning of quarantine, we really didn't post new content, but I feel like we've really fallen into a regular groove again, and we're happy to have you here if you're new. If we're one of your favorites of 2020, share us.
Oh, please.
Please share our videos. We are really making a big push to like make this as successful as possible.
Yes.
And this was a good year business-wise for us. Our best year.
Which is, you know what? That
there you go.
Is
See,
the silver lining.
Highlights.
Like, this was the year that we've probably done the least,
but been the most successful.
Isn't that funny?
And I'm like, what a good lesson that is to learn. Like, you don't need to do it all.
Yeah, like at the end of last year,
I was so exhausted.
Yes, we were filming every single weekend.
I had burnout
all day. Like, yeah.
Yeah, if you have content suggestions, what do you want to see from us in 2021? We want to give it to you. We want to do more collaborations with Dr. Joy. We know you guys really liked that series.
So you just need to tell us what you want.
And we'll give it to you.
You have it, and we'll give it to you.
We'll give it to you. And it's free.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations for making it.
Yeah. Let us know what your favorites of the year were in the comments below.
Yes.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications so you never miss out on our new videos.
Yes, and just make sure you did hit the bell. A lot of people think they hit it and then they don't hit it, like my own mother. She's like, why don't I ever see your new videos? And I'm like, well, you have to ring the bell. And she's like, I'm pretty sure I did that. And then I went in and had to do it for her. So just double check you actually did.
Yeah, ring it again. Watch our last video.
Watch our next video.
Watch all of the videos.
All the things.
There's a lot of stuff.
Thank you for everything. We love you. I just can't say thank you enough.
Well, honestly, we get to do a lot of this stuff because you continue to watch and share and engage with us in the comments, which is our favorite part.
That is our favorite part. We just like talking to y'all.
For sure. So we will see you soon.
And cut it.